I'm actively working and thinking about how can I overcome those challenges, or you're trying to find clarity. Hey there, Cancer, and welcome to your week of November 8th, 2021 General Tarot reading. We're going to be looking at your energies coming into this week, some possible challenges and some possible outcomes for you as well. We're going to clarify all those cards and tie everything off with an oracle card at the end of the video, so you're going to want to stick around for all that. But these are general readings, Cancer, so just remember that some of this, all of this, or none of this may resonate with you. If it does resonate, that's fantastic. If it doesn't, it's just not your message. And don't try to fit anything that doesn't fit, right? So thank you so much for being here, Cancer. And let's take a look at your reading. We got the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Swords, and the Four of Swords here at this time. So I like all this. Oh, excuse me. Wheel of Fortune just kind of telling you, hey, keep doing what you're doing, right? If you're doing positive things, keep doing positive things, because the Wheel of Fortune will give that back to you. It's a get what you give kind of card. This snake along the side represents sort of like your energy, your vibrations that you're putting out. So you're putting out positivity. The Wheel of Fortune is going to give you positivity back. But if you're putting out negativity, it's going to give you negativity back. So, if you're putting out positivity, keep doing it. But be mindful that if you are putting out negativity, you're going to get fed that back. So you might want to change your mindset or change your actions here at this time. Got the Ace of Swords here too as well, saying you can overcome any challenge you face. That's always awesome. This sword over here, over top of the mountain, saying you can overcome those challenges. It's in you. They are challenges, of course. They're not all going to be super easy, because of course they're challenging. But, you can overcome them. You got it in you. So that's beautiful. And we also got the Four of Swords here as well, just saying that, at this time as well, maybe you're a little bit more in a kind of solitude mode where it's just kind of you on your own. Or maybe just saying that, you're kind of rested up and you're recovering at this time. Or that blessings are coming in for you as well, as you can see with this stained glass window here in the corner. So let's take a look at some possible challenges here for you, Cancer, see what's going on with them as well. Got the Three of Pentacles to start things out. And let's see what else we're going to follow this up with. Got the Fool as well. And the Queen of Pentacles to go with them. All right. Okay, so just with this, like I was talking about with you being on your own here, that's very much a theme here with the Three of Pentacles showing up. Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork makes the dream work, and with it being in your challenge position here at this time, Cancer, it's just sort of to say, hey, that's a challenge for you at this time. You're working with a group, working with a team, having people to cooperate with you at this time could be a big time challenge for you. Whether that's like a thing where it's just like you can't get the people together, or it's a thing where you kind of, you feel more like you want to do things on your own. I know for myself, when I work at jobs and do things like that, I'd rather do things on my own a lot of the time than have someone helping me out or someone working with me. Just, I don't know why, but I'd rather just do it myself. So that might be the kind of mode you're in here as well. We got the Fool here as well, just saying you're having a hard time starting up something new. It could be something, could be anything, as it is a general reading, but it could be something to do with like starting up a team, like I was talking about here, working with some folks. So maybe that's a kind of a problem, is kind of people don't want to help you out because they're so used to you being like independent. And so, you're having a hard time starting something up because you are used to being so independent, but you're starting to realize you need more people working together with you. With the Queen of Pentacles here as well, it could just be saying that you are here, maybe a Queen of Pentacles you're dealing with, someone who is like motherly, nurturing when it comes to your health, your wealth, and your time. So that person could be, who you're trying to recruit onto your team, but they're just kind of like, well, you do things so well on your own anyway, you don't need my help. That kind of a mode. It could be thinking that in their own mind, or it could be a situation where you would really like a Queen of Pentacles to show up and help you out, but there's no one around and you don't know anybody, so you're kind of like, geez, that would really help me out, get me out of this, but unfortunately I can't find that person at this time. So let's take a look. Let's look at your potential outcomes, see what we can do for you here, Cancer. See what we got going on. We got the Page of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. All right, that's all very good. Oh, excuse me. So with the Page of Swords has the Ace of Swords in their hand. So that's lovely. That's kind of going from you being in like, I can overcome any challenge to like, okay, I'm actively working and thinking about how can I overcome those challenges, or you're trying to find clarity, you're trying to resolve this problem, and you're actively looking for solutions rather than just kind of being like, okay, well, this is my problem and I'm just not getting anywhere, and you're just kind of spinning your wheels. I see this as you kind of looking and trying to find clarity and trying to reach out and communicate with those who can help you out here. So that's awesome. With the Ten of Swords, or the Ten of Wands here as well, just an end of a big time, anxieties and stresses that you might be experiencing with this, right? So I feel like this is coming to an end where it's like you're kind of reaching the feelers out, kind of trying to find people to help you out, or trying to find ways that you can do it on your own still. Whatever the case may be, you're starting to produce some results, and that's why this completion here with the Ten of Wands is coming for you. So that's awesome as well. And the Nine of Pentacles here too, just you enjoying that the work you're putting in is actually paying off too. So that's very awesome. And the Nine of Pentacles, for a lot of you, is also a card of being independent, right? You've worked hard, enjoy what you've done at this time. So that's fantastic as well. And so again, I just feel like you're kind of, I feel like you're going to find a way on your own for most of you, but for a lot of you, it might be just you reaching out and finding some answers, which is going to lead to you enjoying your work, enjoying what kind of work and success you have down the line. So that's fantastic. So let's get into your clarifiers here. Cancer, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it so much. We're going to tie everything off with an oracle card after these clarifiers, so you're going to want to stick around for that. So thank you so much again for being here, Cancer, and let's take a look. Let's see what we got for you here. All right, for you, we've got the Two of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords again. Awesome. Again, I was talking about how the Ace of Swords is a card of you overcoming any challenge, right? You have it in you to do that. And with the Ace of Swords repeating, it's like, yeah, really pay attention to this. That is something, you have it in you to overcome this. It's just a matter of like, you have to find a way, right? It's not a situation where it's like, you sit here and you're just like, well, I can overcome it. I'll just keep bashing my head off, keep doing the same thing over and over again until I figure it out. No, with the Ace of Swords here, it's saying like, no, you're gonna get there. You got it in you. You're gonna search. You're gonna persevere. So I love that. Two of Wands saying you're in a very stable place at this time, ready to go out and like move off of this like stable point you have and move forward and try to overcome things. So that's beautiful too. I love that. And the Four of Pentacles here is just telling you to do things the safe way and the way everyone else does things, right? Not to do it in such a way that like, not to do it in a way that other people do things, or you do it the way other people do it, right? But don't think like crazy outside the box or do anything wild. It's just like do what other people would do, which is like with the Page of Swords. If you need help, reach out and ask people for help. If you need to find answers, research, try to find those answers, right? Don't do anything crazy like, oh, I'm just going to try this wild idea that no one's ever done before and I'm going to just go for it, right? Because that's probably not going to work out. Maybe it'll be amazing, who knows? But like, I feel like you need to put in the time, the research, and the effort before you resort to those kind of tactics. So let's take a look and clarify your challenges here as well, Cancer. See what's going on with them. That was a lot of cards that just went flying out. Let's see what's going on here too. All right, let's see. For your clarifiers in your challenges, we got the Empress, we got the Page of Wands, and we got the Magician. Interesting. Interesting that the Magician and the Empress came out together, because the Magician is the master manifester, and the Empress is the one who births what the Magician manifests into reality. So that's interesting. I feel like right here, it's just kind of a challenge where you're like I was saying, you're not getting that startup, you're not getting that beginning that you want, despite what you're trying here. Like you're trying to manifest, but it's not manifesting, and which is leading to it not being birthed as well, and not having that abundance and those good things that you want in your life, which is very interesting. So that makes sense with that in your challenge position here. With the Page of Wands on top of things here, again, that spark of creativity, I feel like that's something you gotta kind of I don't want to say ignore, but you got to kind of put it on the back burner for now. Like I was talking about with the Four of Pentacles, you want to do things the safe way. You don't want to do anything outside the box. That's what the Page of Wands does. And that's what I feel like you're kind of tempted to do, is like, let's just do something crazy because none of the other stuff is working so far. There's always other paths here with the Page of Swords. There's always other ways to find clarity. It's just maybe you need to expand your thinking that's inside the box instead of just focusing down on like one corner or something of it. So let's take a look at your clarifiers for your outcomes here as well, Cancer, and see what's going on with them. See if we can bring any more clarity to them here. We got the Ten of Swords. Did I not say the Ten of Swords earlier when I was talking about the Ten of Wands? King of Pentacles and the Temperance card. All right. So Ten of Swords, I feel like things are going to end quickly. We have 2 tens in your resolution spot, which is completion. So I love that. That's awesome. With the Ten of Swords here as well, something ending quickly, kind of like the Band-Aid getting ripped off, that sort of an idea. I feel like that's going to be like once you start reaching out and trying to find help and such, things are going to move along in a very quick pace, maybe even like abruptly. Might be like the first or second or third person you ask for help, they're gonna be like, yeah, sure, I'll help you out. And then like things are going to just progress very well. So that's beautiful. Or just saying like maybe you need to do something, something very quick and sort of like that Band-Aid ripping off sort of strategy, right? When you start something up rather than doing like the tedious or like, I don't want to say tedious, but the sort of like the prolonged, like long game planning. You know what I mean? Like instead of going for that, let's just do something immediate, right? So could be a possibility. Something that when I was first getting interested in doing YouTube videos, I watched a guy named Sean Cannell from Think Media, and he says like, just the biggest thing you need to do is just start making videos, right? Like don't even care about like whether you know enough to do them or not, just start making them, right? And that's one option for you. Maybe just start doing it. Don't even like worry about whether you got the proper backing or the knowledge or anything. Like just start going for something here. So I like that. With the King of Pentacles here, I feel like things are going to be very much in order for you once that happens. Like you're going to be very, interestingly enough here, we got the Queen of Pentacles down here as well. So you have the King and Queen, divine counterparts. So if this is a love situation for some of you, it's like maybe just ask them out, right? Like don't worry about trying to figure out like whether they'd be interested in you or if they have a partner already. Just go ahead and just go for it. Just ask them out, right? So I like that. But the King of Pentacles, maybe just need to get that kind of stuff sorted where it comes to your health, your wealth, and your time. Get that stuff under control, scheduling, budgeting, dieting, whatever it may be for you, whatever is kind of like a little out of your control at this time, maybe needs to be reined in a bit. So I like that as well. And with the Temperance card, sign of Sagittarius here. So you may have Sagittarius in your chart, might be dealing with the Sagittarius. Let me know down below if that's the case. But the Temperance card is talking about you being balanced as well as being experimental and flexible too. So very much willing to be like, okay, let's try different strategies. Let's do different things. But let's not like ever, like with the Page of Wands, or like I was talking about, do that crazy out of the box thinking. Let's just kind of experiment, try some different strategies, maybe combine some different strategies and work with those to get what we want. So I'm loving all that. So let's take a look at your final card here, your Oracle card to tie everything off for you. Hopefully this has been helping you out and resonating with you, Cancer. I hope so, but let's, well, there we are. We got a couple there, I think. Yep. So we got for you the Hummingbird Spirit and the Armadillo Spirit here. So the Hummingbird Spirit saying, be here now, right? Be here now. That's kind of what I was talking about with the Ten of Swords. Like, just start it up. Just go for it, right? Just ask them out. Just, start up that project, whatever it is. Learn on the fly. The Hummingbird Spirit saying, yeah, be here now. Do it now. Go for it. And with the Armadillo Spirit saying, set healthy boundaries here. I was talking about love for some of you. Like if you want to start up and ask this person out, it's like, just go for it. But make sure you set healthy boundaries with them. And that's important, not just with everybody in your life, even new or old, but especially with people new coming in, you gotta set boundaries with them and let them know, hey, I'm not comfortable with this, or this is like my kind of expectations for the relationship, or what have you, right? So just making sure they're comfortable with that and you're comfortable with that, because if they don't respect your boundaries and you don't respect theirs, then that's just like a relationship doomed for failure, right? If nobody's willing to respect each other, because that's really kind of showing your character to each other, that like, hey, I don't really care about whatever you're saying or doing, because I'm all about me, right? You don't care about anybody else. So that's what we got. Hopefully this has been helping you out. If you want to help out the channel, you can leave a like down below, Cancer. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. Thank you again for being here, Cancer, and I hope to see you in the next video.